Make sure to never miss another video by subscribing. Hit the bell to enable notifications, hit the check mark, save, and if you enjoy the video, leave a like.
Hey, what's going on, guys? My name's Panther11 and welcome back to another Avatar spoiler thing. Sorry, first off, sorry this video is so late. Let me show you why it's been so late. I've been working on this texture pack, downgrading this texture pack from 1.13 to 1.12, which is way harder than it sounds, and yeah, we keep running into issues like this. We're slowly getting this sorted. This is the last thing I gotta fix, but you can see some of the things that used to be busted right here. The rails and stuff, the TNT used to be busted, the rails used to be busted, torches used to be busted, yada. Basically, there's been a lot of stuff going wrong, but here's a little preview of the map. There's at least one of the things that we're going to be using, potentially. This is just where I've been chilling. But yeah, this is your first little look at Avatar, and today we're going to be introducing the character, because Avatar is close to coming out. Originally, the intent was for it to come out tomorrow, the 14th. But I do think there will be a delay, sadly. It's not guaranteed that there's a delay, but it's more than likely there's going to be a delay, as I haven't even been able to start filming yet because of all the texture pack issues. As you can see, that's why it's an issue right there. So yeah, we're working on that, and it should be out within... I don't want to guarantee anything because I don't want to make anybody disappointed. So I'm going to say within a few days, a week max. But the goal was the 14th. And I'm going to try to get as close as possible to that. But yeah, A Legend of Korra comes out on the 14th, by the way. That's why. Yeah. Anyways, let's get into it. So today I have a book right here with a bunch of questions that are kind of asked in the lore. And I'm going to answer it what my character would do, or how he would answer the questions, basically. But before we get into it, I did want to give you guys a little... I know people will ask for fan art references, so here you go. Here's Austin. He's the only skin that's been revealed so far. But yeah, there he is. He got the glowing eye thing on the right, and then you got his normal version on the left. And yeah, that's the skin. So I hope you guys got your references all sorted out. Anyways, let's open up our book and quill and let's answer the question as this guy would. So let's see. First question: you're in a fight and you get one kind of bending. Which bending would you pick? And why? That's a good question. What would my character want? My character's not the type that's gonna want to fight, really. So probably, okay, he would fight if he has to. Probably air or water, I'd say. And I'd probably lean towards water. He can use it to his advantage. He could heal himself. So yeah, I think water would probably be his preferred go-to, for sure. Yeah, I could see that. Or air. I'd probably go water, though. I'm going to say water. I'm going to lock in water. So that's what he would pick. And it's because he could heal with it, mainly, would be, the big thing there is you could heal. So yeah, that's what I would do. And I think that's what he would do as well. Next up, number 2. If you could commit any crime and get away with it, what crime would you commit? So my character would probably be kind of oh, I can commit any crime already. He'd probably just want to be able to commit hey, I'm gonna steal this house and live in it and nobody's gonna bother me. I don't know what that crime would be called. Trespassing, maybe? But he wants to own the house. So I guess a forgery to forge a deed or something. Just something to own, to rob a house and just legally own it, by all accounts, legally, quote unquote, own the house and not have any problems, and nobody's gonna come looking for him. Nobody's gonna bug him. Just own a house, own some nice little bit of land so he can farm, and so he can keep to himself. I think that's basically all he wants. That's all he wants in his life, a nice little peaceful life if he can get it. So yeah, that's probably what I would say for him. Question number 3. Everyone comes from somewhere. Where do you come from? How to answer this question without spoiling it. I think my character would probably not really have recollection of his childhood, where he's come from, his past, anything. He doesn't know much of anything about any of it. So that's probably the answer there, is he doesn't really know. And yeah, that's probably going to be a big point in the series, is finding out who he is. Because he really doesn't know who he is. He's just a normal guy for all that he knows. So yeah, that's probably that. And yeah, he's just a normal guy, and he doesn't really know much about his past. He's basically just always, you know, he doesn't know where he comes from. He doesn't know anything really. So yeah, that's my. I think that'd be his answer for that. Is he doesn't know where he comes from. Number 4. Let's say you spot someone being robbed at the local market. How would you react? It depends, probably for him. You know, if he ran into this person while he was trying to steal something, he'd probably take advantage of the chaos and steal whatever it was. However, if he doesn't need to steal anymore or do anything at the moment, he probably will just ignore it, to be honest with you. As bad as that sounds, he's just gonna leave it be. You know, it's not his business. It's nothing he can do about it, you know? It's not his problem. But if he can get something out of it himself, such as stealing something in the midst of the chaos, he would probably take that. But otherwise, I don't think he's going to do much of anything to really try to stop it. Yeah, as messed up as that sounds. You're a messed up guy, bro. Question number 5. How would your friends describe you? He'd probably first off say he doesn't really have friends. He's pretty lonely. He doesn't really have anybody with him by his side. And so yeah, that's probably how he'd just start off by reacting. And I mean, if I was the person interviewing him, I would probably press further and be like, okay, how would you describe yourself? And he would probably describe himself as, he'd probably describe himself as loyal. Well, no, I can't say that. He would probably describe himself as independent. He doesn't really need anybody. He doesn't need anything. He just needs himself, basically. And that's what he does. He just makes out with himself. Wait. That sounds weird. He makes do with himself. That's what I'm trying to say. And yeah, so he's really just, he keeps to himself. He's very quiet, very he keeps to himself. He's only cares about himself. He minds his own business. Yeah, that's all things I would say to describe him. And yeah, so independent and kind of like self-centered, and well, however you unproblematic, except I don't even say that's the word because he causes problems, but he keeps to himself. You know, he minds his own business. He's not getting involved with anything. It's just himself, and whatever the third would be. Yeah, me, myself, and I. That's his motto, is me, myself, and I. So that's probably how he would answer that question. Number 6 is, we always see you traveling alone and are only present for a few days. Why is that? He probably wouldn't want to give this answer out, to be honest with you. He's probably kind of shy about it, kind of secretive about it. He would probably say, I'd say he probably would say he just needs to keep moving. And I guess I'll give you guys a little bit more. The character probably would just say he needs to keep moving and keep it at that. But I'll give you guys a little bit more insight because I'm a good director, creator person. I want to give you guys a little bit more of a sneak peek at him. He kind of just gets visions and stuff that tell him where to go, what to do, where to go, how he should move forward, and he kind of just listens to it. He kind of views it as a gut feeling, and that's what he does. He just listens to his gut, and he kind of goes with wherever the flow takes him. He goes with the wind. He moves with the flow, however you want to describe it. So yeah, he's not very present in towns for very long, also because he's stealing stuff. So the longer you stay and the more you steal, the higher your chance gets of getting caught. And he knows this, and he doesn't want to get caught, so he kind of just moves on as fast as he can. And before anybody can really get to know him too well, before anybody can really anything, like, he wants to remain kind of a mystery. Once again, he's very self-centered. He wants to stay to himself. So he doesn't want to get close to anybody, and obviously the longer you stay in a town, the more people you meet, and the more potential it is for you to get close to somebody, and he does not want that. So yeah, that's how, well, it's not how he would answer, but that's what I'm going to give you. Next up, number 7. If you could instantly become a master at one thing, what would you choose? So he's already kind of a master at thief. Not a master, of course, but, you know, he views himself as capable of being a thief, and so stealth and thief, like, skills are already off the table. He would probably want to master either archery or, like, swordsman skills. He would probably want to master, like, being a warrior of sorts, as I guess as like a final thing if he needed to. Pretty similar to how Zuko like uses his dual swords in Avatar. That's probably what he would want, that kind of skill, to be kind of like more like the blue spirit, I guess, if that makes sense. That's probably his like quote unquote end goal of how to be. So yeah, that's what I'll say for him. So that's what he would want to master, is that. Number 8 is the locals were thinking about asking the guards to guarantee one thing to them. What would you want that to be? Money is an exception, so you can't ask for money. So basically, what is one thing that the town should provide the people no matter what? It'd probably be a toss-up between food and a home. And I think if he had to pick one, he would probably say food. He would probably want to make sure every person is guaranteed a meal. A couple meals a day. At least 2 would probably be what he'd want guaranteed. But then again, a house is kind of a big ask. And it's like, how would you guarantee a house? I don't know. He'd probably want guaranteed food. He'd probably want the town to have guaranteed food, him to have guaranteed food. Mainly just him. He doesn't, you know, he's just taking advantage of what's being provided to him. So yeah, I'd probably say a guaranteed, like, 2 meals a day at least, as what he would want guaranteed from the higher ups, the town, the guards, whatever. So that's probably his answer to that question. So yeah, let's see. We got number 9. Previously you stated you travel alone. Have you ever considered getting any pets? And if so, which pet would you want? So he probably wouldn't mind being alone, and he probably wouldn't really want a pet. Yeah, he'd probably tell you no pets, but me being me, I would love for him to have some pets. I think it'd be really cool if he had like a pet panda somehow. I think that'd be cool, obviously, because I like pandas. I don't know what other pets would be cool for him to have. Maybe something like a raccoon, something kind of random. I think that'd be kind of cool. Or a bear, you know, just have a random bear walk with you. But a bear would be hard to upkeep. A panda, I think I'd go a panda, or maybe a raccoon if you want something a little bit smaller, something that's gonna eat a little bit more of whatever. Or I guess that's really it. That's pretty much all I had to ask for. I don't think I'd be asking for much else. I think probably a panda would be his go-to. And if not, something that flies. Or a panda or a raccoon or something that flies. I can't really think of something that flies off the top of my head. I guess a bird, but... yeah, I guess a bird. Like one of the messenger hawks or something. So yeah, that's probably what he would say if he made him pick between a pet. And then our final question is number 10. If you have traveled your whole life, what do you think has been the most impactful thing thus far? What do you think is it? So what do you think has impacted him the most so far in his journeys, which obviously haven't been shown yet off camera? Like, is off camera to get to the point of where the series is starting journeys. I'd probably say just learning the skills such as like stealing and thieving and all that stuff, all the stuff that's been necessary for him to like live the life that he's been living so far. His kind of skills at secrecy, his skills at being a thief, his skills at, you know, moving on. I think learning all of those skills have been the most impactful thing to him. Obviously the thing that happened in his past that has caused all this, I think that is the most impactful thing, quote unquote, that's happened in his life. And it's the whole reason he is off like this. But yeah, that's pretty much his answer. I think that's all I'll give you. So yeah, today's video is kind of short and it is very, very late. I do apologize. I've literally been working on this texture pack for like 6 hours, like trying to downgrade this thing. It's a pain, bro. But we're almost there. We just got to deal with this last thing, which is tall grass, and we're getting there. Almost. Slowly but surely getting there. But yeah, I want to thank you guys so much for watching. I do love you guys very, very much. And Avatar will be coming out soon. Within a week. I think I can guarantee a week, within a week. But hopefully way sooner than that. I want to get as close to the 14th as possible. There's a very, very, very slight chance it could come out tomorrow, but don't count on it. I very heavily doubt it. But yeah, anyways, I hope you guys did enjoy. If you guys did, make sure you guys hit that like button for me. Subscribe if you guys are new. And I will talk to you guys tomorrow with another video. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. I love you guys, and I will see you guys later. Goodbye!